I bought this a year ago, a custom iPod Classic, 128 gigs, clear back, $250. And I still open YouTube Music on my phone every single day. So, question is, was this actually worth it? I didn't buy it to delete my phone or even to just be more productive or just escape the algorithm or whatever. I bought it mainly because I wanted to use my phone less when I was out and about. And after a year, I can tell you exactly when this is worth it and when it isn't. So what is this exactly? Just for a bit of context, this is the iPod Classic. Apple released it in 2005. It originally came with a 30 gig spinning hard drive. Yes, spinning, like kind of like a tiny record player in your pocket, and a small modding community, but not so small anymore. Kind of takes these apart and swaps the hard drive for an SD card. You can get like a clear back panel, larger battery. I think you can fit up to around 2 terabytes of music on these things now. But I didn't do any of that. I actually bought mine completely custom made, and I'll link the site down below. But mine has a 128 gigabyte SD card, has a clear back, and it was shipped in a padded envelope, and it came out to around $250. It currently runs stock Apple firmware, so same operating system that Apple shipped all the way back in 2005. No custom themes, and honestly, I think that's kind of the whole point. So when is this actually worth it? Okay, here's what actually changed for me after a year. I don't use this thing at home. I actually use it mainly when I am out and about. At home, I'll open YouTube Music on my laptop, kind of like a regular person, or on my phone. But I do use the iPod when I go out on walks, going to the beach, working out, running errands, basically anywhere I'd otherwise have one earbud in while my music plays in the background. And that's the part I honestly didn't expect. The iPod didn't change what I listen to, it changed what I do while I'm listening. My phone stays in my pocket, actually outside, actually paying attention to where I am. And the second thing, getting music on this honestly is kind of annoying. You have to find the file, download it, whether you actually bought the music itself or you got it from a, let's just say, sketchy place. Drag it into Apple Music on your laptop, plug in the 30-pin cable from 2005, wait for it to sync, and then boom, it's on your iPod. And it does sound kind of awful, and honestly, it's kind of annoying. But one huge benefit is that only the music I actually love ends up on there. Whether it's my favorite album, favorite artists, songs I already know and would listen to every single day, probably until the day that I die. And it's not my whole library. My whole library has thousands of songs. This is the, I'd say, slimmed down version, if that makes sense. The stuff that actually kind of spot. So when I don't use the iPod, here's the honest part. I still use YouTube Music every single day. If I wanted to hear something new, YouTube Music. Sped up or slow down versions of a song, YouTube Music. Unreleased stuff that never got a proper release, YouTube Music. Discovery, YouTube Music. Basically whatever the algorithm might surface me, that is YouTube Music. And streaming, honestly, is for finding. The iPod itself is for keeping. Two completely different jobs. So going on to the click wheel. I don't know how to say this without sounding insane, but the click wheel feels super good. The haptics are amazing. You can feel each notch. It makes a really tiny sound. You can scroll through 2,000 songs in 4 seconds with your thumbs. Every touchscreen on earth has practically tried to copy this and none of them have gotten it. Apple invented this all the way back in 2005 and I feel like they kind of got to bring it back. So moving on to the clear back. I'm not going to pretend the aesthetic doesn't matter. You can see the inside of a 20-year-old computer through the back of this thing, and honestly the original logic board, you can see it as well. The SD card, where the hard drive used to be, it basically looks like an artifact and people notice it honestly, and it's a really cool conversation starter. And I honestly don't think I would have gotten it or even have kept it for a year if it didn't look this cool. So was it actually worth it? $250, a year of use, and here's my honest answer. It didn't fix my attention span, it didn't make me more productive, and it didn't make me want to throw my phone out of the window or make me turn into some digital minimalist or something. That wasn't the whole point. There are 400 YouTube videos selling you that frame, and I think they're missing the point. What it did is give me one device that can't fight for my attention, one device that can't notify me, can't open TikTok, can't suggest an audiobook when I'm trying to hear a song. And I didn't realize how much I wanted that until I actually had it. One thing I'll say, don't buy it to fix your life. Buy it if you already love music and you want a better way to be outside with it. That, I believe, is the best use case. Everything else, honestly, is a bonus. I made another video about everything I carry around to stay sane, and one about the book that does something similar to my brain. Anyways, you can check out those videos right now. Okay, bye.